Okay, question number 13. If 4a plus 4 over 7 is equal to negative 2 minus 3a over 4. Okay, so again, I'm going to use cross multiplication. So 4a plus 4 times 4 is equal to negative 7. So you have negative 1 here, and then negative 7 and multiplied by 2 minus 3a. So 4a times 4 is 16a plus 4 times 4 is 16. Negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. Negative 7 times negative 3a is 21a. Now I'm going to move that negative 14 to the other side. I'm going to bring 16a to this side. So 16 plus 14 is equal to 21a minus 16a. What's 16 plus 40? That's 30. 14, sorry, 30. 21a minus 16a is 5a. A is 6. I'm skipping some steps now because by now you should be familiar with moving numbers and variables from one side to the other. Okay, so question 14. 6 over negative y minus 1 is equal to 10 minus 2y minus 3. Again, cross multiplication. 10 times negative y minus 1. I'm going to expand the brackets. 6 times negative 2y is negative 12y. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. 10 times negative y is negative 10y. 10 times negative 1 is negative 10. Let's bring the number to the left-hand side and the y's to the right-hand side. So if I do that, I have negative 18. When negative 10 comes over to the left-hand side, it becomes positive. And when I move negative 12y to the other side, it becomes positive. Switch signs when you're moving numbers and variables from one side to the other. Negative 18 plus 10 is negative 8. Negative 10y plus 12y is 2y. And when you divide both sides by 2, negative 4, y is equal to negative 4. Number 15. 5g over g is equal to g plus 7 over g minus 1. This one, before I cross multiply, if you look at on the left-hand side, it's 5g over g. Immediately I know that I can cancel the g's out. So I have 5 is equal to g plus 7 over g minus 1. And now can I cross multiply? Well, you might say there's nothing on the bottom, but well, 5 is the same thing as saying 5 over 1. So I can still cross multiply. 5 times g minus 1, then 1 times g plus 7. I'm going to expand the brackets. G plus 7. I'm going to move all the g's to the left-hand side and all the numbers to the right-hand side, making sure that I switch signs when I move them over. So I have 5 minus g, which is 4g, 7 plus 5, which is 12. So g is equal to 3. If half x plus 6 is equal to negative x minus 3, what is the value of negative 2x? So they're asking us to find this. First, I think it's probably the easiest if I solve for what the value of x is. Okay, so I'm going to move, as I usually do, x is to the left-hand side, the number to the right-hand side. Notice that the sign switched from positive to negative and negative to positive. That's what happens when you're moving things from one side to the other. Half x plus x is equal to, well, 3x over 2. And negative 3 minus 6 is minus 9. Going to get rid of the 2 by multiplying 2 to both sides. So 3x is equal to negative 18. Divide both sides by 3. 3's cancel. X is negative 18 over 3 is negative 6b. If 3x minus 8 is equal to 9x plus 5 over 2. Oh, sorry. I think I made a mistake. Because we weren't looking for what the value of x is in this prior question. We're looking for negative 2x. So I have to do negative 2 times the value of x, which is negative 6. So the answer would be 12. My mistake. This is not B. This should be E. Okay? Because they were asking us to find the value of negative 2x, not x. 17, back to 17, 3x minus 8 is equal to 9x plus 5 over 2. And 3x over minus 8 is the same thing as saying 3x minus 8 over 1. So I can cross multiply. So 2 times 3x minus 8. And 1 times whatever is just the whatever. So 9x plus 5. Expand the brackets. 2 times 3x is 6x. 2 times negative 8 is minus 16. 9x plus 5. This time I'm going to move all the x's to the right-hand side and all the numbers to the left-hand side. And that's because I want to keep the coefficient on the x positive. So 9x minus 6x, negative 16 minus 5. Again, notice that the signs switched from positive 5 to negative 5, and from positive 6 here to negative 6. Negative 16 minus 5 is negative 21. 9x minus 6x is 3x. I'm going to divide both sides by 3. So negative 21 over 3 is equal to 3x over 3. Divide, divide. X is equal to negative 7. Let me know in the comments if I'm going too fast. I can slow down. Okay, so 18, if 9x plus 8 over 3 is equal to 8 over 3x plus 9, they're asking us for the value of 3x over 8. What is that? So let's solve for the value of x. In this case, I notice that there are 3's on the denominator. I want to get rid of them because I typically don't like working with fractions. The easiest way to do that is to multiply both sides by 3. Like so. Okay, so 3 times 9x is what? 27x. And 3 times 8 over 3, the 3's cancel out. So you have 8. Similarly, this is an 8 by the way. 8 over 3x times 3, the 3's cancel out, so you have 8x, and plus 9 times 3 is 27. So I'm going to move the x's to one side, and the number to the other side. 19x is equal to 19, x is equal to 1. Now I want to plug this in, so 3/8 times 1 is just 3/8. I think there must be a typo in this question. It's A or D, doesn't matter. Both are 3/8. 19, 8x plus 4 is equal to 14. 4x plus 2. What is it? Well, this question you can do it using two different ways. One way would be to solve for the value of x and then plug x into 4x plus 2. But that would be the long way. If you are able to recognize that 8x plus 4 is exactly double 4x plus 2, what you can do is you can divide both sides by 2. Why? Because 8x over 2 is 4x, plus 4 over 2 is 2. And 14 over 2 is 7. And C, 4x plus 2, 4x plus 2. So your answer is 7. So we actually didn't have to go through the trouble of having to find what the value of x is and then plug it in. If you noticed that 8x plus 4 is exactly twice 4x plus 2, then you could have solved it much more quickly. Okay, moving on to question 20. 11c minus 7 is equal to 8. What is the value of 33c minus 21? Again, similar question. You can see that 11c minus 7, if I multiply both sides by 3, notice what happens on the left-hand side. Well, 33c minus 21. 33c minus 21, that's exactly what we're looking for. It's 24. Okay. That was easy. Number 21. For what value of x is the fraction negative 8 over x minus 8 undefined? Well, when the no-no that we learned from, I don't know, grade school is you can't divide by 0. You just cannot divide by 0. That makes the number go undefined. So what would make this denominator go to 0? Well, if the value of x is 8, then 8 minus 8 gives you 0. So that's going to be undefined. So your answer is E, 8. 22. For what value of d is the fraction 3d over 6d undefined? Again, the same question. The bottom number, this number, cannot equal 0. If it is, then it's undefined. What value of d makes this equal to 0? Well, 6 times d is 0, then d has to be 0. So if d is 0, it's undefined. Answer is C.